My name is Alain Truc. I manage 4 Carrefour stores: Staines, Sartrouville, Saint-Denis, and Château-Thierry. So the fruit and vegetable section is a section that really draws people in since it has a very high penetration rate in our stores. So it's a major section of the store. The fruit and vegetable section often largely reflects the store's image, both in terms of quality and price, and it's a major point of differentiation compared to our competitors. So the complexity of the fruit and vegetable section is that we're dealing with fresh products. So it's not like canned goods that you can keep for a month or two in the store. It's fresh, it's products that spoil quickly. So the challenge is to open every morning with a fully stocked section and still have a very presentable section in the evening, always with fresh quality. All of this without having excessive waste, which could lead to significant losses in terms of profitability. So the challenge in the fruit and vegetable section is to find expertise, to have people who know the products well enough, because there is also a lot of seasonality in the fruit and vegetable section. And from one day to the next, you might have to completely change the layout of the section depending on the weather events or the holiday calendar or things like that. So the challenge is to have people who are skilled in all aspects of seasonality, who can manage volumes, who can handle the management side. In short, it's actually very complex to manage. And so the difficulty before Freshflow was that in fact you didn't have any order suggestions. It really depended on the expertise of the manager or the person placing the orders. We also have turnover in our stores. The problem with turnover is that it requires training. And by the time people are trained and competent, if they haven't completed a full year, meaning they haven't experienced all the seasons, well, they don't have the necessary expertise. When you have a department, once again, where everything relies on people, well, when there's a lack of experience in the departments, it gets complicated. For a while now, we've also been looking for ways to develop a tool with an order suggestion feature, an ordering assistant for our stores, at least for my stores as far as I'm concerned, especially because we had this issue when the manager was absent. So really it was about finding a tool to help with ordering in the fruit and vegetable section. What I liked about the tool is in particular that you can combine platform and direct sourcing. And then, well, we were really waiting for it. As soon as we found a tool that more or less matched what we were looking for, of course, we moved quickly because the benefits were immediate. You can really see that the tools are working well because every morning the teams have their tablets and they use them systematically and willingly, and it all goes really smoothly.
Honestly, it was a relief for me. I have time to go downstairs, place my orders, take out my pallets and manage the team at the same time. It really helped us because even if I'm not there, my colleague can take over and it helps him too. Honestly, it's great.
There is a measurable result actually, which is the reduction in waste, since we're saving between 1 and 1.5 points of waste per week. It's actually beyond my expectations, at least in terms of economic results. What I would say about Freshflow is, first of all, it's the teams who have adopted it. And that's what's important, because putting tools in place isn't very complicated. But getting teams to embrace a tool, especially a digital tool, is often quite complicated. For now, at least, I have nothing but positive things to say about Freshflow.